Steven, I know your team lost last night, but really, did they?
That's freaking creepy, dude.
You're freaking creepy!
Showtime! Penny point!
Whoopsie daisy, this team is ruining my life! Leafs win! 4-1 over the Tampa Bay Lightning. You see, Steven, after every Leafs win, I do a big fist pump and then I yell about it on a camera. You'll learn that. I can't wait till you sign with the Leafs for $5 million. I'm just kidding. 5.5. Tell me, Steven, did you like Connor Carrick's first goal with the Leafs? Didn't he look so happy there, celebrating with his Maple Leaf teammates? That could be you. Second period with the game tied 0-0 against the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I'm like, yes, I will take that. Connor Carrick gets his first goal with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Wasn't that nice? Question of the game right off the bat. Where does Connor Carrick's goal celebration rank in the best moments for the Leafs this season? If you haven't seen it, watch it. And if you've watched it, watch it again. You get to see a player dressed in blue and white, a Toronto Maple Leaf, genuinely happy. He starts his NHL career with the Washington Capitals. They give him a shot in the NHL. He even sticks for a while. And then they bury him back in the minors and they leave him there until he's finally traded to the land of opportunity, Toronto, and he plays with the Leafs. And look at that. He gets his first goal with the Leafs. Maybe the Caps don't, Carrick, but the Leafs do, Connor. And he was just so happy. And we were all happy. And we shared a moment. And I'm sorry. Notice how we went to the third period. And in that third period, Anton Strawman, hey, I remember you. Sets up Brian Boyle, number 11 for number 11, his champagne goal, and the game is now tied. I think I've said this before, but I get that there are a variety of people who watch these videos, and some of you are too young to remember that Anton Strawman used to be a Leaf prospect. Well, telleth me, Steve, what was the tremendous bounty that they got for him? Google it. I actually don't. And now this is a rough situation for the Leafs. I mean, Captain Obvious, having the game tied instead of winning the game is rough anyway. But the Leafs have to score a goal. That's hard enough on its own, and it's been that way lately. But they also have to score it on Andrei Vasilevskiy. Death, taxes, and the Lightning playing Andrei Vasilevskiy against the Leafs. And it seems like every time they do, he's incredible, and the Leafs just can't get a goal on him. But Michael Grabner says, I'll try, and he takes a blast, and of course he's stopped. But then Ben Smith is right there, and he pots it to put the Leafs back up, and for good. And there, by the way, was another fantastic goal celebration, and that just speaks to how great Connor's was, that Ben Smith's wasn't even the best one in the game. And to further speak to how excellent Andrei Vasilevskiy has been against the Leafs, despite the loss, the Leafs scored as many goals on an open net as they did against Vasilevskiy. Zach Hyman picking up his third of the season, and P.A. Parento getting his 17th. Combined, they make a 20-goal scorer. And combined, the Leafs have a 4-1 win over the Tampa Bay Lightning. And there are a few fun things you might have missed points-wise. First of all, with the secondary assist on the Ben Smith goal, Milan Michalek putting up his first point with the Toronto Maple Leafs. That still feels weird. On Parento's empty netter, Zach Hyman picks up his first ever NHL assist. And Martin Marincin, that sniper with a 2-point night, even though they were both secondary assists and empty net goals, they still count. Which brings me to something else. The trade deadline is passed. If you're on the Leafs now, that's how you're ending the season. And with Mike Babcock being the Joker, he has taken a pool cue, broken it over his knee, and we're gonna have tryouts. Why so serious? One of the players he has given an amazing opportunity is Martin Marincin. He has played over 20 minutes in each of his last 5 games, and in 3 of those games he played over 25 minutes. In one of those instances, 15 seconds shy of 30. He's a restricted free agent at the end of the season, and by the looks of it, the opportunities he's getting, looks like he's going to be sticking around. But I don't feel that way about every Leafs restricted free agent, which brings me to Peter Holland. You know I love Pistol Pete. You know I love calling him Pistol Pete. You know I love the offensive instincts of Pistol Pete. I think he is an exciting player, and he's definitely got potential. I'm not sure the Leafs feel the same way. I mentioned this on the podcast. I just look at the team. I look at who the centers are. There's Nazem Kadri. There's William Nylander, who they're not even sure they're going to use there. There's Brooks Laich, and there's Ben Smith. Peter Holland couldn't get one of those center spots. Now, if the Leafs are comfortable with using Holland as a winger full-time, and if Holland is comfortable with that, there could be a little partnership here. But you know what? Peter Holland had a great game against the Lightning. He did take a penalty against Stamkos that he probably shouldn't have, but I counted at least 4 really good scoring chances that he was in on, including that goofy, how the hell did Vasilevskiy even do that? I don't know how Holland feels about that. I don't know how the Leafs feel about that. And you know what? I don't know what the Leafs are going to look like next year, and neither do you, so stop. I've seen some predictions that go, okay, here are some of the young guys that I think could make the team, and they have, the guys that are in the lineup right now, Nikita Soshnikov, William Nylander, Zach Hyman, Connor Carrick, And some of you even throw in Connor Brown. And then you don't even put a free agent in there. Really? The Leafs aren't going to sign anybody? I mean, you might be right, but I'm going to go with probably not. And look at this. Look at this. Leafs win 2 in a row, and I'm already getting way too ahead of myself. So before I get too carried away, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Brand new Panago Pizza Steve Dangle podcast down below. And I gotta go. I got something else on my mind.